Okay, hey everybody, welcome to a movie-filled episode of the Cruelty Free Podcast.
That's right, we're going to be talking about movies. Just movies.
A lot of things have come about over the weekend, particularly about a movie in particular that Connor here has been super stoked for like
Oh man.
months. Yeah.
You know, I used to think that there was no movie dumber than The Knowing. You've seen The Knowing?
I've seen The Knowing.
Yeah.
Have you?
But
the
Hollywood came through,
Mhm.
and we now have what is universally considered the stupidest movie ever made.
And I bet you that whoever's watching can wager a guess. But we might as well spoil it.
Charlie,
it's the
Charlie, let me just pull out some quotes. And then
Yeah.
I want you to guess what movie I'm talking about.
Yeah, this will be a fun game for the audience too.
The movie's believe in yourself message is borne out in a perverse way by the very fact that it even exists, and yet the whole thing remains nakedly idiotic. It is one of the darkest, most dismaying films I have ever seen, much less one ostensibly made for children. Pretty much the worst movie you'll see all year. It has an 8% rating at Rotten Tomatoes. 8%, which isn't just an F. That is a what are you still doing in this class?
I'll see your excerpt and read one of my own. This one is from The Guardian. Children should not be allowed to watch said movie. Their impressionable brains simply aren't set up to sift through the thick haze of corporate subterfuge clouding every scene of this sponsored content post masquerading as a feature film. Adults know enough to snort derisively when, say, an anthropomorphic high five drops a reference to popular smartphone game Just Dance. But young children especially are more innocent and more vulnerable.
Said movie squanders the talents of its capable voice cast on an animated film that is as cynical in its outlook as it was in its conception. It also has a 1.4 out of 10 on IMDb, which is ridiculous.
This failed attempt to create a story from a trend makes the worst comic book adaptation look like Shakespeare. The script is entirely predictable despite making absolutely no sense. It not only fails to entertain, it will leave you frowny face.
Said movie was so bad, it made us yell at strangers on the street.
Of course, we're talking about the Emoji Movie.
The Emoji Movie.
And I'm certain...
Where to begin about this movie?
I'm certain some Nostradamus figure in the 14th century predicted this would happen. And it could only be followed by a plague of locusts, rats, raining toads, and then finally pestilence and all-out global war.
If the first person who made a film knew that this was the outcome,
yeah,
they wouldn't do it.
How many writers do you think
they would go, what's a phone?
Yeah.
What's an emoji?
Yeah. So the thing is, they probably in the writers' room. There were probably
no writers. The screenwriters are a cover. There's no writers for this movie.
It's a robot.
All they did was take bits and pieces of other movies, change the names of those characters, and go, boom, there's a movie. And then they went, let's make sure we put in as much product placement as possible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So okay, the writer, the man whose job it was to change all the names in the movie and all the direction, he's typing away. He finishes. He's like, and fade out. Drops a cyanide tablet into a glass of water.
Oh God!
Drinks deep and dies. Shits his pants.
After the world premiere, all of the people involved, except for the cast, killed themselves.
Yeah.
It was a mass. It was a mass suicide cult thing.
Yeah. Patrick Stewart's in it. It's a star-studded cast.
T.J. Miller, Anna Faris, James Corden, Maya Rudolph is in this movie.
Yeah.
Fucking Stephen Wright.
So, I love Stephen Wright.
He's in this movie.
Oh my god. Okay, so let's get real about this, and I think that, because you know it made its money back.
Oh yeah, no, because all the people, because tons of people went to go see it.
Yeah.
All of them went to see it to make fun of it, but they still paid money to see it.
I feel like out of all those people who went to see it to make fun of it, some of them, at least some of them, looked at the star-studded cast and said to themselves, if Patrick Stewart agreed to do this, maybe it might have something salvageable about it. You don't, I think...
He voices poop!
I know he voices poop!
There's no way anybody went, yo, this could be a good movie.
Do you think any of them were even allowed to read the script before they did their first take? Do you think Patrick Stewart would have agreed to do the movie if he had seen the script beforehand?
Hypothetical.
Uh-huh.
They were forced to do it. It's Sony.
At gunpoint?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Contract?
I mean, I believe the only person who may have agreed to do it for real was T.J. Miller.
Yeah.
As part of his... Because he's a very obscure comedian. He likes weird, obscure jokes.
He almost hates being famous.
He almost hates... Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I believe he's the only person who did it for real.
Yeah?
But it's part of a joke. It's part of an ongoing joke.
He wants to fail successfully.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who else is in it? Isn't Morgan Freeman in it?
No.
Oh, well.
Sofia Vergara's in it.
Uh-huh.
But Sofia Vergara was in the Smurfs movie. I don't really take her casting. I don't take her cast choices seriously.
Okay, so before it was released theatrically, I was gonna talk about this last week, but excuse me. Boy, I have the worst heartburn right now. So I was gonna mention this last week to you, even offhand and whatever, but the last trailer I saw before it was released theatrically, they kind of arbitrarily started associating high school Breakfast Club stereotypes to all of the emojis. So the hand guy, the trailer, this is almost verbatim, I guarantee you, from the trailer. They would show the goth girl and the goth emoji girl, and they'd be like, the smart girl, and they'd show T.J. Miller, and they'd be like, the outcast, and they'd show the other guy, whatever their friend.
So his whole
jock,
his whole outcast thing is he wants to feel more than one emotion, which is stupid. It's a stupid plot.
Check this out. I'm going to just recite all the things. You're gonna guess which ones, because you already know too. It was the outcast, the smart girl, the jock, the hipster. Guess which one was the hipster?
Oh God, I want to say the high five.
Jean-Luc Picard himself, Patrick Stewart.
What?
The poop is the hipster. The hipster. Not only did it infuriate me, I was I could have... Dude, if you had a blood pressure thing attached to my fucking arm at that moment I saw that trailer, my arm would have exploded.
This is my face. This is my legit... It's not even a mad, it's a disappointment.
Several reviewers for for news outlets, HuffPost and whatever, they use the word meh in their review. They're so emotionless after watching the movie. They're just
it's not meh. It's the worst part is it's exactly what everybody expected it was going to be, which was a bad movie.
Yeah.
Just a bad, dumb, unoriginal piece of crap movie. And yet, everybody put their money in for a ticket to see this dumb, crap, unoriginal movie. And oh my God, it was exactly that.
Another excerpt from the Guardian article.
Except it made its money back, so it's gonna get a fucking sequel.
This guy writes, a viewer leaves the Emoji Movie a colder person. Not only angry at the film for being unconscionably bad, but resentful of it for making them feel angry. That's a man who's resigned himself to this movie. He's given himself up to the puzzle box that was the Emoji Movie.
Oh, he came in and left a different person.
Yeah.
A dead person. A dead inside person.
He's like...
Have you ever seen a movie that left you kind of dead inside?
Only in a good way.
No, I mean...
I've never seen a movie so very bad, or at least not watched it all the way through, so that I felt like horrible.
Well, was it like, okay, maybe not all the way through, but was there ever one of those movies that you were watching and towards the end it was just like, I can't deal with this.
What's a dumb fucking movie I've seen? I think what I do is I watch a bad movie and I put it in the back of my mind.
You suppress it.
And I suppress it. The only honest answer I could give you would make you super angry.
I'm listening.
No. You know what it is.
No, tell me. Is it Force Awakens?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know what it is. And you know my God, I just don't want to talk about it.
That's a podcast. That's a Connor versus Charlie podcast for another day.
That's a whole nother thing.
That is a trial. We need a judge. We need a jury.
Joe Dirt 2.
Oh.
Joe Dirt 2. That's the one.
Oh, God.
That one's real bad.
Catwoman.
Catwoman, I never saw that.
Catwoman was the last time I let somebody pick a movie for me to watch.
Yeah.
Because it was just, I watched it and I was like, everything anybody's ever said about this movie was not only true, but understated. Understated.
Right.
I barely remember Catwoman. I just remember at the end being just really angry I saw that.
Oh, dude.
Just like, wow, I could have gone my entire life with never seeing fucking Catwoman.
I hear it's bad. The video game's real bad.
No, Catwoman it's a garbage movie, but everybody knows it's a garbage movie.
How did Halle Berry get suckered into doing that?
Money!
Oh, yeah, probably. After doing, like, Gothica and stuff like that.
And fucking Monster Ball.
Monster Ball, sure. The Emoji Movie, I'd say if I was a reviewer and I would like to make movie references, the emojis in the Emoji Movie are the Cenobites, and the TJ Miller is Pinhead, and the whole movie is the puzzle box. It wasn't even made. The movie was probably found in Egypt in some bazaar.
It's like the Ark of the Covenant.
It was found by some poor Hollywood director, and he
I'm
opened
imagining like an Indiana Jones style scene where some poor, I don't want to use the word slave, but poor worker, because this is Indiana Jones.
Okay.
So there's no way these workers are getting paid.
Okay. Yeah.
He's just dusting, and then he comes across this reel. Sir, I found it. And then the evil Nazi guy shoots him, takes the reel, and goes, "We have it."
That's the only scenario that makes sense.
I think
it has to come from some strange, isolated place on Earth, like some kind. It's like a Lovecraftian horror.
There's no way. I mean? There's no way people actually sat around a table and wrote it.
Right, couldn't.
It was made by fucking Cthulhu.
It was either made by some horrible being that we can't conceive of.
Hitler.
Or Hitler.
His final act
That was his
before
final
he and Ava Braun killed themselves was
God.
They learned how to make a CGI movie.
Ava, I'm from the future.
Ava, I can't do German, so I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah, because you already have the JFK down. You've given up all your...
Callback.
That's a callback.
That's a callback.
My God.
The continuity in this podcast is going to be A+.
Oh my God, we're fucking awesome. But so I'm just this.
That's a movie quote for you. Emoji Movie made by Hitler.
There you go. Or I was gonna say, or it was procedurally generated by some racist computer.
We used it as a torture device back in Vietnam.
Oh my God, yeah. TJ, okay, it makes sense because all celebrities are fucking Time Lords. We all know that. Illuminati and shit. they're eternal. That's why Nick Cage, you can see his
Ugh.
Civil War photo.
Yeah.
But I feel like this saturation of shit movies. I mean, okay, I'm a cynical guy when it comes to movies.
Oh yeah.
I hate most things, but in light of this Emoji Movie coming out, that we allowed it to happen, that it's
people
almost
paid money to see it.
it's almost a satire of us.
It's a dare. It's a dare. That's what it is. I dare you to see this movie.
I'm gonna sit down tomorrow. I'm gonna watch every single fucking Fast and the Furious. Cause I haven't, and now that the Emoji Movie's out, I have that. It's so bad my voice cracked. I have that to weigh against the Fast and the Furious movies now, and undoubtedly they'll be better than the Emoji Movie, but it's because of the Emoji Movie that I'm watching them in the first place.
Charlie has no hope anymore.
I'm just...
You're gonna just sit there with some whiskey, and you're just gonna watch every Fast and Furious
Every
movie.
Fast Furious, dude. Even the internet shorts that they did. Even like the 5-minute shorts that they did. I'm gonna watch all of them. Then I'm gonna watch every Triple X.
The Emoji Movie makes Batman and Robin look like The Godfather Part 2.
Yeah, my God. I mean, so I just don't have... Now I can't complain. Now The Force Awakens is just peachy keen for me. I love it now because the fucking Emoji Movie it's the fact that we allowed it to happen just makes me think, you know.
Well, the fact that my problem isn't even the fact that it happened.
Mhm.
It's the fact that everybody knew it was going to be bad, but they paid money to see it anyway, just to see how bad it was, and then lo and behold, it was fucking bad,
Yeah.
and now it made all of its money back, so you're gonna get a sequel.
Well, I'm a conceited asshole when it comes to, like, cinema. Because I love it. When, dude, if you show me a shot that I really like, I'll watch it over and over and over again. Because I love it. Movies as art is important to me.
No, I agree.
If you have a good shot, a really thoughtful storyline and stuff, I'll love it. What happened to having thoughtful shots or cinematography or...
I mean, on the flip side, though, because I agree, I really like cinema as an art. I think it should be taken seriously. But on the flip side, I do enjoy the mindless entertainment films as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're going to get into it, but I love Schwarzenegger movies.
Right.
Not all of them, but I enjoy them.
Hear me out. There's movies like Hobo with a Shotgun.
Yeah.
Okay? As senseless as it can get, as violent as it can get, I love it so fucking
Tarantino
much.
movies.
Yeah, I love it, but they're still thoughtful.
Yes.
They're still thoughtful, and they execute it brilliantly.
And I think that's, I mean, Schwarzenegger movies are never trying to be anything other than what they are.
Right.
Which is why I think it's easy to enjoy them. Michael Bay movies are just, they're the same thing every time.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger movies are kind of the same thing every time, but Michael Bay movies are the same thing every time.
Yeah.
And it's not, there's no deviation from what he does. It's always the same. And no one cares. No one tries in those movies. And that's why I think Schwarzenegger movies are different.
I'm going to bring it up in a second, but I don't think it's fair to weigh this movie against the Emoji Movie. Weighing the Emoji Movie against other CGI cartoon movies.
Okay.
What do you think? Let's go. Have you seen Cars?
I liked Cars.
You liked
Cars wasn't bad.
Right.
I think people put the Pixar movies, understandably, on this huge pedestal.
Yeah.
That it's always got to be this super emotional, heavy, over-the-top dramatic, like, oh my god, this is a dark movie. And Cars was just a nice story about somebody learning to not be a jerk.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. Now, Cars 2 is crap. But I thought Cars was okay.
A Bug's Life.
No, I was not. I'm not really into A Bug's Life.
Are you an Ants guy?
No.
Are you an?
No.
I'm an Ants guy.
Ants was even worse than A Bug's Life.
I love Ants.
Ants is
It's
dumb.
they're the character models are so horrifying.
It's
I
a
love it.
bad movie. And when like they're cut in half and stuff, it's kind of it's not good. It's terrifying.
When Woody Allen goes up to that guy, he's like, "Hey, I can't feel
picks
my
his head
legs.
up.
I can't feel my." He's like, "Oh my God, I'm married to my daughter."
That fucked me up.
Yeah.
That fucked me up.
Me
I was like,
too.
ugh.
It was so cool.
Not in a good way. Like,
dude,
oh my god.
The Beatles spit acid out of their fucking heads.
Or that dude's wife dies. That
Oh, yeah.
wasp's wife dies.
Oh, that is from Ants. That is real sad.
Christopher Walken.
He's like my Schnooky.
Dan Aykroyd is the
Dan
fucking boss.
Aykroyd. Oh my god. Okay. How about? Did you see Small Soldiers? It's not completely CGI.
No, I did not see Small Soldiers.
I
owned all the toys, but I did not see Small Soldiers.
I owned the toys too. Speaking of Toy Story.
If you don't like Toy Story, go fuck yourself.
I was singing Randy. I don't like Randy Newman, but I was listening to Randy Newman all goddamn night last night. I don't know why.
If you don't like Toy Story, go fuck yourself.
Randy.
If you don't like Toy Story 2, go fuck yourself. And if you don't like Toy Story 3, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Randy Newman wrote all the music for Cats Don't Dance, which has to be one of top 5 easily one of my favorite animated films.
No, I think Cats Don't Dance is definitely one of the, like, if you did like a top 5 most underrated animated films,
Yeah.
Cats Don't Dance has to be on the
Oh.
top 5 underrated animated films.
You go first. You
Well,
go first.
Cats Don't Dance.
Okay.
Fox and the Hound. I'm gonna say it. I feel like Fox and the Hound does not get nearly enough love.
Doesn't get credit.
I mean, people enjoy it, but I don't think it gets nearly enough love.
Watership Down.
Ooh,
That's a brutal
that
fucking
movie's
movie.
dark. No, I'm not putting that on my list.
Oh, that's on
that
my
movie's
list.
dark.
That's
That
on my
movie-
list.
Balto.
Balto. I
Balto's
love
so
Balto.
good.
Oh my god! Did you know that really happened?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. They
But I
have
mean, not the way they.
I know. They have a
event
Balto
happened.
statue.
The event happened, but
Yeah.
I want to put Iron Giant on my list, but I feel like enough people love Iron Giant to where it's like it's not underrated.
Yeah.
It just didn't do as well as it should have.
Vinny D's in it. The Vin D's. That's what I call them. We're on a first and second name basis.
So is fucking can't believe I'm spacing on his name right now. He's the worst part of Independence Day.
The president?
No, not Bill Pullman.
Harry
Connick Jr.
Oh, Harry Connick Jr.
I
is
knew
in
as
it,
soon
yeah.
as I said Independence Day, I was
Okay.
gonna remember his name.
Did you know that Randy Quaid went insane?
Yeah, he's
That's fucking awesome.
There's a warrant out for his arrest.
He wasn't acting the whole time. He was for real. He's seen aliens for sure.
Someone had to tell him he wasn't actually gonna fly into a spaceship.
I think I'm trying to think of like
So,
underrated
what do
animated
I have,
movies like
Cats Don't Dance, Fox and the Hound, Balto.
Iron Giant.
No, I'm not putting Iron
Oh,
Giant.
okay,
on my
yeah,
list.
yeah,
I feel
okay,
like
yeah,
enough
yeah. Sorry,
people
sorry.
love the Iron Giant to where it's like it's not really underrated.
Yeah, I was thinking. I might go with an animated movie, but I feel like
No.
there has to be an anime that is underrated because all the ones that I've seen people like rave about. You know? Every time somebody, because we all love jerking off Studio Ghibli.
Well,
Rightfully so, because
yeah.
Studio Ghibli's good.
Take that cynical tone out of your
Stu-
voice, sir.
Studio Ghibli's great. It's almost as if they're too perfect, you know? It's like, can they do no wrong?
I'm gonna say How to Train Your Dragon.
I actually do enjoy that.
I feel like
movie.
if Up had not come out at the same time, How to Train Your Dragon would have won Best Animated Picture. Which is why, like, because they nominated Up for Best Picture.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should have immediately been disqualified from Best Animated.
Yeah.
Because immediately, you know, I'm like, well, obviously it's going to win Best Animated Picture. Because it's nominated for Best Picture.
Everybody loved Up. I like Jay. I like the voice of Hiccup. Jay Baron.
Baruchel? Or...
Yeah, I love him, dude.
No, I think How to Train... I mean, I really liked How to Train Your Dragon too.
Yeah. They're both good movies. They're both good
How to
movies.
Train Your Dragon 2 is really
I
good.
do feel like they are understated.
I think, I mean, a lot of people enjoy them,
Yeah.
but those were really good. Like, I love Kung Fu Panda,
Yeah.
but Kung Fu Panda is what it is.
Yeah.
Would I
yeah.
say it's the best movie I've ever seen? No. Not even close.
What sticks in my craw all the time is
that is your catchphrase now.
what's
You can't. That is what you have to say every time.
that's my bit. I've always
He's gonna
said
say it. He's gonna say it every episode.
I actually go to bars, and I go to the bartender. I say, you know what you can stick in my craw?
And then they ask you to leave.
Oh yeah, they promptly ask me to go.
Door.
They escort me out. But what really just gets me is every time almost every time there's a semi-successful animated movie, Cartoon Network has to go make a show based around it.
Or Nickelodeon.
Yeah. They've made a Cloudy with a Chance of Meatball show. They've made a How to Train Your Dragon show, which whatever.
Are you about to reveal you enjoyed it?
No, I didn't enjoy it. I felt like it added to the characterization of the characters.
You kind of enjoyed it. You appreciated it.
And Jay, I believe, still voices Hiccup.
I don't think he did.
I can look it up.
Yeah, we're gonna look it up.
Yeah, you look it up.
Keep talking.
I'm gonna keep talking.
Because you gotta do your top 5 underrated anime films.
Well, fuck, you stole Cats Don't Dance.
We can put it on the list.
I know. It's okay. I feel like we brainstormed real good. I'm gonna say Cats Don't Dance as well because I have to because it is super understated and I love it. It's one of my favorites.
Because you watch it and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's fun. The music's good. You love the characters.
Oh yeah.
Danny
The animation
is so good.
The animation's really good.
Scott Bakula's in it. He's Danny, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
The dancing is very well animated.
It is in it. It's real cool. But I'm really trying. I'm like really pounding my fucking head about this. What's an animated movie that I like that people don't already love or haven't heard of? I think I have no clue, man.
Yeah, I guess
no
he
clue.
does. I guess he does voice Hiccup.
Sweet. I think maybe
now that he's in the Emoji Movie, I hate T.J. Miller.
Because
I hate his face.
That is a little upsetting.
He sold out in my mind.
Okay, I'm gonna say Cats Don't Dance. I'm gonna say Perfect Blue because some people don't like Perfect Blue.
Never heard of it.
It's an anime. It's not it's episodic.
You're the obscure one.
It's a whole movie. It's and I'm gonna say those are my top 2 underrated animated movies. Holy shit, Ants, because I love Ants. I love Ants. It's great.
Ants is a bad movie.
I love
Ants is
Ants.
garbage.
It's great.
If you say Shark Tale, I'm gonna slug you.
Holy shit, Connor, you just reminded me. Shark Tale is my 4th. I love Shark Tale.
No,
Yeah, I do.
No, you do
yeah,
not.
I do. That's the one with Will Smith, right?
Name your favorite scene from Shark Tale.
My favorite scene from Shark Tale is when the shark is trying to win over his mob boss father's love by pretending to be a badass, and he like eats Will Smith, and then he's like, knock knock knock. That's Jabberjaw, but you get it. And
I don't believe you.
no, I'm serious.
No.
I actually like Shark Tale. I might have Stockholm Syndrome from when I was 16, because they would play it non-stop on Cartoon Network, and I was
Shark Tale's fucking crap.
I was,
It's terribly animated, the story is bad, the characters are awful.
And I love it.
Oh my god.
Working at the car wash.
It's not underrated, it's just you and your stubbornness.
Remember they play Car Wash in the beginning of that movie?
I know the movie.
That's a good song.
You're being stubborn, that's why you like
no,
the movie.
I'm fucking not.
You're like, la 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 la, I
it.
don't hear any of you.
I am not. Shark Tale is my 4th.
No.
And,
Oh god, I can't.
would it be understated? Like
Underrated.
the long Hey Arnold episode.
No.
The movie.
No, you can't, that doesn't count.
Why the fuck not?
Because it's gotta have been in theaters.
Digimon movie. Digimon.
Okay.
Digimon.
You know, I like things about the Digimon movie.
Yeah.
Not a good movie.
That's where all my taste in music came from, you realize. They have Less Than Jake in it. I love ska.
No. Yeah.
They have Fatboy Slim.
When you're a kid
Uh-huh.
and you don't care about movies, Digimon movies are great.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick in your brain,
Right
stop
about
sticking.
now, the funk soul rubber. Check it out now. He's got the fucking thing on his face.
Rubber. I love that fucking song. I can't be more pumped.
You can't love that movie just because that one song's in there. That's stupid.
No, I love that movie because it made me who I am today.
That's sad.
I can say that for sure. Some people say the army or college made them who they are today.
Some traumatic life experience. Charlie saw the Digimon movie and went, yep.
It changed my life. I said Less Than Jake, thank you.
I guess that's understandable because, like, the first time I listened to American Idiot, I was like, yes, this is exactly who I'm gonna be. But it was a shitty fucking anime movie that took 3 different anime movies and chopped them all up into one fucking movie.
Yeah.
With that stupid fucking clip from that other Fox show that's in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to rewatch the Digimon movie.
I do about once a month.
No, you do
Yeah,
not.
boy. You know it. You know
You're
I
lying.
do. I'm not lying. That time, every time All My Friends Are Metalheads comes on in that movie, I think I fucking come. I am not lying to you. I love that movie so goddamn much.
I don't
But
believe
you think it's strange that there's a way of how you look and how you act and how you think. How can you not love that fucking movie? That song's in Good Burger also.
Oh, God.
Oh, Good Burger was good. It's not animated, but...
I mean, it's like liking Pokemon the movie because some fucking song is on there.
What song was on the Pokemon movie?
I own that soundtrack.
Were there, I can't remember, were there any, like, songs?
There was that brother, my brother, tell me what are we fighting for? We've got to end this war. We could love. Stop, because I
Is that Jamiroquai?
No, it's something in. There's like an onion in their band name.
Parappa the Rappa?
No.
Look it up.
The Pokemon
Look it up.
soundtrack.
I know it has one of the most badass. Oh no, it doesn't have the theme
The
song.
Pokemon first movie's great.
It is great. Oh my god.
Every other movie that happened after it was bad.
Well, they just started making them. They just started pumping them out. Excuse me.
So are you gonna get that? Are you gonna join that new social media site, that Sahara or whatever, where everybody tells you anonymous things they think about you?
No. What is that? Is that a new thing?
Yeah, it's a new thing apparently.
I haven't heard about it.
I'm not gonna join it because I don't want to have my feelings hurt. I'm sensitive.
I wouldn't worry about getting my feelings hurt. I would probably just be real catty and mean to people.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, you can go suck a dick, you stupid asshole. I'd go to random people too.
Anyway,
I don't even care. Yeah.
So now we're way off of our
Oh
topics.
yeah. Okay. So we were talking about a second ago. You were talking about a while ago how the plot of the Emoji Movie is like real contrived.
Yeah.
And I happen to agree.
The director calls it a coming out story, but it's nothing. It's not like it's not. It's not. He wants to be. He wants to. It's not.
You remember what I said when you showed me the movie, the trailer, and I said it's basically that college movie with oh shit,
God,
with Justin Long. What was that movie? Accepted. It's basically the plot of Accepted. Every college movie, every teenager movie.
It's not Onion, it's Union. It's Blessed Union of Souls. That's the band that sang that song from the Pokemon movie I was singing. God, listen to some of these artists that were in the Pokemon soundtrack.
Yeah, yeah.
You had Christina Aguilera,
Okay.
Britney Spears, NSYNC, Nick Lachey, fucking Billy Piper from fucking Doctor Who.
What songs did all these people do?
Aaron Carter? Fucking A.
Who did... Are any of these songs like real songs, or did they write them for the movie?
I don't think they wrote them for the movie, but they're in it.
We almost got real close to holding hands on camera just now.
I'm not gonna hold your hand.
It's gonna... No, in the edit, I'm gonna zoom in on our hands. I'm gonna put a question mark. Will they or won't they?
We gotta have you making a face like a very hopeful, like, as I pull my hand away.
We'll get it. We'll get the shot. So it's just... I don't know where plots went.
Well, okay, so
movies.
there's nothing original anymore.
Yeah, of course.
But that story is so been done a million. It's like Avatar.
And things not being new isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just that time old traditions such as
It's why I like the Cars movie.
Right.
Yeah, that story's been told, but they told it in a fun way. They told it in a good way.
The hero's journey has been told since, Odysseus, and even before that. Fucking, the Odyssey, and what is it? What's the one where the guy fucks his mom, kills his dad? Oedipus?
Where are you going with this?
That's a play. Well,
I'm not...
It was a hero... Okay, Oedipus is a hero's journey until he bangs his fucking mom, but that's all for another day. But it's been told time and time again, and that doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that you have to tweak it sometimes. Add a little flavor of your own to it, and the Emoji Movie doesn't do that besides putting emojis in it.
Yeah.
And that's upsetting. I want to move on to what I did over the weekend besides reading Emoji Movie shit.
Because we're obsessed.
I saw Apes. I saw the new Apes, and I know you know this, but I'd like to talk about it. It is not as I liked it more than I thought I would.
I heard that like the new Ape movies are good.
They are good. They are good. It's that. So the only part that I didn't like was like the opening scroll, because it has it's just basically what it says is there was the simian flu which gave rise to a disease or whatever, and they highlighted Rise because the movie was Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And then the other one, it was a lame scroll. It was a lazy scroll, but I'm going to I'm going to spoil it for 3 minutes. If people haven't fucking watched it,
hey,
it doesn't matter.
Planet of the Apes fans, if you have not seen War for the Planet of the Apes,
skip ahead 3 minutes.
Skip ahead 3 minutes.
So, okay, basically, it's years down the line. Dave Franco.
James Franco.
Fuck me, dude. That's a callback too. Callback. James Franco.
God damn it, Chad Franco. Get your brother's name right.
Oh, I'm sorry, Oni-chan. Yeah, I said that. You gonna fucking sue me over it? Anyway, James Franco's probably dead by now. Caesar has a badass ragtag bunch of fucking apes of all kinds. They live in the forest. A mad Woody Harrelson general is going to get them, chasing them through the woods. It saw it at the Flicks Brew House, which is a place. It's like Alamo Draft House. They give you food and beer while you're watching a movie. It's pretty sweet. So Caesar is getting fucked with by Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson finds all the apes. It's a sprawling society of apes. Kills Caesar's wife and son.
Oh my god.
Needless to say, Caesar's pissed off. So Caesar goes on to revenge kill Woody Harrelson. He doesn't make it that far. He brings the orangutan man and the gorilla guy and some third ape come with him, and they're riding horses and whatever. They kill a human, find out he has a daughter. The orangutan kidnaps the daughter, essentially, and brings her with them. Yeah. And she develops, like, this weird Stockholm syndrome. She can't talk, because she has simian flu. And this is where it ties everything together. That's why all the people in the original apes were stupid because of the flute. And turns out Woody Harrelson got the drop on all of Caesar's apes. He enslaves them. Then he catches Caesar. They meet another ape who can talk perfectly well, and he's actually, I thought I'd hate him because he's kind of the comedic relief, but I love him. He's such a charming guy. Blah blah blah, stuff happens. Woody Harrelson dies. He gets simian flu. He blows his own brains out. Turns out his army was like a defunct section of the army. Big army battle happens. All the apes are set free. They leave. There's one guy in it one soldier who has a crossbow. And I don't know what makes him so fucking special, because all the other soldiers have guns. They have guns, which are far more effective than crossbows. And this guy...
Yeah, that's where the Planet of the Apes thing loses me, because I'm like, guns.
Dude, this guy doesn't... There's nothing special about him, but for some reason he gets to have a crossbow. He's kind of a prick. He shoots Caesar in the lungs. They make it out of there. They make it over the Rocky Mountains or something into a desert, possibly Nevada, and start a new life. And then Caesar fucking dies, and that's the end of the movie. And I liked it. It felt like it was 30 minutes long, though, because it's just so.
Yeah.
It's so quick. It's not, I wouldn't say predictable, but it's not action-packed. But what I appreciate about it, what I think is super cool about it, this is my positive review for it, it's almost entirely in American Sign Language.
Ooh.
That's gotta be, because the apes
Yeah.
are talking, and Caesar's like the only one that can speak. And so it's all very quiet. There's almost no verbal language in it, except for when Woody Harrelson talks. And besides that, it's in sign language. And I don't think any movie has ever done that. And I don't think it would have been successful if it was any other movie other than the Planet of the Apes franchise.
Right.
I feel like that's a real... If you tried to do that in a different movie, which I think actually happened. There's this movie called Hush on Netflix. And it's about a deaf woman. And so it's silent. The whole movie's silent, and she communicates through sign. And people don't like that movie. It's a very radical decision, and I appreciated the Apes movie for that. And that's what I did this weekend. Do you know what I had for dinner that night?
What did you have for dinner?
It's something they call a firecracker. It's a 2-big burger with, it turns out, with a sriracha remoulade, which it turns out a remoulade is just fucking Thousand Island dressing. and it was pretty tasty. I don't know. Went for my niece's birthday. And that's the end of my story.
So you actually have to skip 6 minutes ahead.
6 minutes ahead, whatever. They'll get to this part and they'll know. But this brings us to why we're really here. I have some fun facts for you.
I'm excited.
The Simpsons movie came out 10 years ago this month. You and I saw the Simpsons movie together in theaters 10 years ago with Mitchell and Jamie. With Mitch and Jamie.
I didn't see it with you guys.
Yes, you did. You were there. I clearly remember it.
No, because when I saw it, I was in Texas.
It was a summer day. We saw the movie together.
I'm going to say yes because my reasoning for not seeing it with you guys is mean and I don't want to say it on the internet.
Okay, agree with me there.
Yes, I saw it with you guys.
Which means we've known each other for more than 10 years.
Yeah.
The musical premiered a year ago. A year and a half ago, we weren't talking. We've been talking now for a year. We've been doing stuff together for a year now. Isn't that fucking awesome?
That is, but that's not why
That's
we're
super
really
cool.
here.
And also, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger's birthday, so we're...
Which brings us to what we were originally going to talk about
The meat
in
of
today's
it.
podcast.
Yeah.
So,
Last action hero.
I am a giant Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. I love his movies.
Yeah.
I love them so much. I'd vote for him for president if I could. But but I can't.
Right.
Because of dumb laws.
He's Arnold Schwarzenegger's like the perfect guy because he's funny, he's jacked.
He is handsome.
His body is insane.
He seems like a really charming guy to talk to.
And he has an allegedly illegitimate son that looks just like him.
Not allegedly, he definitely does.
Who is also fucking ripped. It's awesome how ripped he is.
But that's not why Schwarzenegger's great.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger's great because he comes in and he does his best.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
I've never seen a half-assed Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
And you'd be right. I agree. I don't.
Except for Last Action Hero.
That's the one where you draw the line? You think it's bad?
It is bad.
Oh,
it's not. And I have notes about why it's bad.
Right.
What is your favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie?
I'm going to have to say Last Action Hero.
Total Recall. Great choice.
I'm on the... Yeah, this is the... When I make a little animatic where it says, Connor, Charlie, 2017.
You can't just come in with your own agenda, Charlie.
I say... And I agree, it's a silly movie.
It's not silly, though. That's the problem.
It
should be, but it's not.
It's a movie for Mystery Science Theater 3000.
But it's not. That's the problem. It should be. It should be all of those things, but it's not. It is a movie that does not know what it wants to be.
Right.
Because I watched it earlier this morning.
Is it a satire? Is it...
It's supposed to be, but it doesn't do it. It doesn't commit to the satire. It wants to be... The movie wants to be all of these different things, but it doesn't commit to any of it. Yeah. Is it a movie for kids with that fucking child? That horrible child?
Right.
That I hope I never see in anything ever again? Is it a satire about Arnold Schwarzenegger movies? Is it an action movie? What is it? It wants to be all of these things, but it can't make up its mind, and it can't pick one, and it barely tries any of it.
And then it has that whole subplot of the kids' home life not being the best.
Barely a subplot.
It's
barely a subplot.
So is it satire? Is it action? Is it after school movie?
It's a box office bomb. That's what it is.
Yeah. Let's hear. I want to hear what your whole thing about it.
I wrote some notes.
Bring the notes out. Yeah.
All right. So supposedly it's a parody of Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, which is so easy to do.
Right.
And it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, who could do that. He could easily make fun of himself, because he is not the kind of actor who takes himself that seriously. He just wants to come in and do the best he can and give his 100% performance, which he usually does. Mm-hmm. But nothing is actually played for a laugh. Like one of the best jokes in it is when he's talking about the talking cat cop.
Yeah.
And then Schwarzenegger goes, it's like, there's a talking cat out there. Well, he should be. He was only suspended for a month. It's just said so dismissively that even though that should be one of the best jokes in it, it's just another line. Most of the jokes are just another line in this movie.
Is it sci-fi?
No.
I mean, because, okay.
It's not sci-fi at all. It's not even like remotely sci-fi.
You were talking earlier about how the kid is trying to prove to Arnie.
Yeah, every 5 seconds this kid is trying to prove to Arnold Schwarzenegger's character that he's in a movie. And I don't understand what the point is.
I feel like I hear you, and I heard his bit earlier was they were in the writing room and the guy was like, so what happens next? And the guy was like, he goes to the real world? I think what should have happened is that he does realize he's in a movie, it creates a paradox, and his universe gets sucked into itself while he's like on his knees saying, no! You know what I mean?
That's too clever for this movie.
Yeah, so go on. Sorry.
I mean, I think it's to give the Schwarzenegger character a bit of self-doubt, like maybe I'm not the hero I'm supposed to be, because when he's in the real world, he can be hurt, which he barely does. He barely gets hurt in the real world.
Right.
He gets into this horrific car crash, and he still walks out a little bit fucked up, but not really.
Yeah. And he's what are your out your notes, because you made point 1,
Okay.
point 2.
There's a scene like so.
Because the car crash is gnarly. My suspension of disbelief is totally gone after the car crash.
I mean, the movie starts off with, you know, a typical Arnold Schwarzenegger movie where there's explosions and stuff, but then it cuts to the real world where this kid, who's terrible, and he's annoying. He's Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace level annoying.
Yeah, he
Probably
is a pain.
a little bit more.
He is a pain.
He spends all of his time at this movie theater with this old man who is kind of...
Hear me out right fucking now, dude.
I'm not
that kid is like a prime... He's a prime example of why natural selection needs to work.
God.
He's a fucking moron. What's this kid doing in a theater all alone with an old man? You don't talk to old men in movie theaters, dude. I'm convinced that the whole movie is fabricated inside the kid's mind, and he's just getting like raped by the old man.
It's like hinted
right?
that his mom doesn't have time for him, but she's a single mother trying to raise a fucking child in fucking New York City, so forgive her if she has to work late, for fuck's sake. I'm instantly not on this kid's side.
If I
She tells him to stay in the apartment because it's dangerous, and he doesn't listen to her, and then he gets robbed by this dude, and it's a weird scene where it just comes out of nowhere, and it's kind of dark.
Hey!
Yeah, and it's supposed to show that this kid is scared. I'm like, yeah, he's a little kid, and this dude pulls a fucking knife on him.
He's getting robbed. We should do a fan dub of the movie. Only non-Arnie parts.
So he goes to the movie theater, and apparently there's like this magic ticket from Harry Houdini. So now it has this weird like kid movie subplot to it where there's magic involved, and all of a sudden there's some whimsy. And it makes no sense with the rest of the movie because it's the last you see of the whimsy.
Why?
So why the fuck is the whimsy in there to begin with?
At the very end, they could bring it all full circle, and Arnie could go.
So this magic ticket.
He can go. Now step into my great class elevator, and then they fly over England.
What happened to the boy who got everything he ever wanted? He lived happily ever after. Come with me, and you'll be in the world of pure imagination.
Go on. Sorry.
So he gets this magic ticket because magic is in this movie. This kid wants to point out all of the how fake the Schwarzenegger world is, but in the real world, magic exists.
Yeah.
So with this magic ticket, he's instantly transported into the Schwarzenegger movie. Because if the movie had just been a straight parody of Schwarzenegger films, where there is no real world, it'd be a much better movie instantly.
Yeah.
If you cut out that plot, which is kind of the whole fucking plot,
right,
it'd be a much better movie.
So not piggybacking off of that, but I need to finish an old sentence. In my fan dub, he walks out of the house and his mom goes, "Don't talk to any magical rapist, sweetie." And he says, "No promises, Mom."
See, that's why we're not doing it, because you're going to take it to the rapist part.
No, but because you know he's...
No.
Look at that old guy.
No. He's just a weird, nerdy dude who's going to die alone.
In my fan dub, of course he's not a rapist in my fan dub, but you wouldn't let your kid around him.
No. But then again, like...
Continue.
I wouldn't have a kid.
You wouldn't have a kid. Continue.
So anyway,
yeah.
So when he gets transported into the world, which is just this random, like, makes no goddamn sense. A chase scene ensues. Ron Howard's brother is in it.
Yeah.
That dude is in a lot of things.
Don Howard.
Cliff Howard.
Cliff Howard. Okay, I like that name. I'm Cliff Howard.
Names. Anyway, so a chase scene ensues, and the kid is spending the entire time talking, which is annoying. He makes a face, and do you remember the face?
Do it for me. I need to remind.
When was the last time you watched Last Action Hero?
Last night. I'm serious. I got a pint of vodka, which might be why I don't remember the kid's face. Actually,
Damn it, Charlie!
He goes.
You to take our
he goes.
reviews.
Whoa!
Yeah,
right.
It's bad. It's a really ugly face, and it makes me go ugh.
I'm taking this seriously. I saw it. I watched it.
As
I made
they're
it a
driving
point.
to the giant Coca-Cola tractor trailer truck.
Drink Coke.
Drink Coke. Eat at Burger King. Rent videos at Blockbuster. Oh.
There is a Blockbuster in that
There
too,
is!
right? Yeah. Oh my God. It is blatant.
It is
the product placement.
Oh, it's huge.
yeah.
It's giant.
It's real
It's
blatant.
bad. It's bad. It's not Emoji Movie bad, but it's still bad.
And well, I'd like to talk about the best part of that movie.
Best part of the movie.
That's Charles Dance.
Tywin Lannister.
Tywin Lannister, dude. Sure, he's known for other things, but to me, he's always gonna be a bad guy from Last Action Hero and Tywin Lannister.
Oh yeah, he has guy sitting on the toilet who gets an arrow shot through him.
Excuse me, God, I'm burping so much into this nice microphone I
Because you
have.
drink
I can
soda,
take
motherfucker.
No, because I drink Blue Sky Ginger Ale.
I write on Top Flight notebooks.
We're being so Last Action Hero right now, aren't we? Super awesome.
I smoke crystal meth.
Oh, but whenever you talk about this Charles Dance scene, the I shot this man scene near the end, you refer to it.
He is legitimately entertaining the entire movie.
Yeah.
Everything he says and does, while it's not laugh out loud funny, because nothing in this movie is actually funny.
Yeah. Okay. So the thing is that I love that scene because I don't think it's a joke. I think in the cocaine-fueled days that the writer was in, he had a moment of clarity and he thought to himself, I can save this movie by making commentary about the real world.
Yeah.
The most evil guy in the movies is almost upset that nobody's trying to stop him. He's almost disgusted that the real world is so shitty. He can shoot a man dead like a dog in the street and have nothing done to him. I feel like that is the clearest intention of that scene. I don't think it was supposed to be a joke. And then the writer just did like 10 more rails and went right back to it, you know?
Except it was 93, so really it was... Coke was out.
Yeah, I thought you meant steroids.
No, dude.
I was like, is the writer jacked?
You know, he ties his arm off, he puts it in his arm.
He loves the heroin.
He loves
Yeah.
Because this is how you do
He
heroin.
goes, this is how you do heroin. Train Spotting came out.
No, because this is 93.
Kurt Cobain died.
No, this is 93.
Kurt Cobain died in 93.
94.
Train Spotting came out in 93.
No, it didn't.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
It definitely did not.
Now you keep talking. I'm gonna look it
It
up.
definitely did not come out in 93. Train Spotting came out like 99, 2000, 2001.
You're probably right because Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Well, Ewan McGregor was kind of young in that. He kind of looked like
he would have been a
Obi-Wan.
baby.
Okay, Google. Train Spotting. A baby.
Not a. I'm gonna smack you. I'm gonna smack.
We're. Ah, shit. You're right. 96. Thank you, Google. Thank you, Siri. Shut up. Okay, go.
So, I
Keep
mean,
going.
the problem with Last Action Hero is a much better Arnold Schwarzenegger parody movie exists, and it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger. The only problem is it's not a parody movie, and that's Commando. And Commando is amazing. It's violent. It's stupid. It immediately starts.
Shoot me some one-liners from Commando.
I can't do it right now.
Okay, I'm gonna look up quotes from Commando. So keep talking. About Commando, dude.
No, I'm not talking about Commando. I'm talking.
No. Tell me why you like Commando. Why is Commando better than Last Action Hero?
Because it's everything a Schwarzenegger parody should be. The only problem is it's not a Schwarzenegger parody movie. It is a straight face Schwarzenegger. Nah, this is real. They kidnapped Alyssa Milano, my daughter.
So
that was Mexican.
So that's when Commando. So Arnie hit the tipping point where
I actually think Commando came out like right before Last Action Hero.
Where his serious movies turn into parodies of themselves.
What's great about Schwarzenegger movies, besides the Schwarzenegger movies are amazing because of one-liners. They're stupid. Except Kindergarten Cop. They're violent. They're bloody. He usually stabs somebody with something that you wouldn't think should be a stabbing thing. Like if he picked up a tree and impaled you, I'd buy it. I'd be like, yep.
He fights child predators in that one movie in the jungle.
What?
It occurs to me I've never actually seen Predator.
God damn it, Charlie.
Nah, I've seen Predator. That was a joke. I love that fucking movie, dude. When he challenges the Predator to fight.
Or I mean, like when I'm not gonna say the line because it's offensive. But Jesse Ventura, when he says his first line, it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it.
But why would he not say it? Maybe Connor is a bigot. Maybe Connor is a racist. Maybe Connor is a nerd. Maybe Connor is a sci-fi addict who doesn't care what anybody likes or anybody dislikes. Maybe Connor is Charlie's best friend. Are they in love? Or will they not be in love? Stay tuned for the next Cruelty Free Podcast.
It has
where
that word,
Charlie and Connor totally kiss.
Okay.
And then he pulls out his turret gun, and they're just shooting the forest for no fucking reason.
So I love that
Fuck
part.
you, trees!
Have you... Okay, so Arnold's character in Commando's name is Colonel John Matrix.
I just always love that there's this big Austrian dude who fights for the U.S. military.
That's a fucking sweet name, too.
Have you seen Commando?
I haven't seen Commando.
Oh my god, it just immediately starts.
Excuse me, how long is this flight? About 11 hours, sir. Thank you. Please don't wake my friend. He's dead tired.
Because he fucking kills a dude. So basically, we're no longer talking about Last Action Hero. It's a bad movie, and it was a box office bomb, and it deserved it. It deserved every single second of that box office bomb. It's a missed opportunity, and it's sad. Commando is everything a Schwarzenegger movie should be.
I like Last Action Hero, but yeah, John, I'm gonna shoot you between the eyes. I'm gonna shoot you between the balls. Matrix has thrown a pipe.
You don't even know the context.
Matrix has thrown a pipe through Bennett. Let off some steam, Bennett. That was real good.
Let off some steam.
Sully, remember when I promised I would kill you last?
It opens.
I lied.
It opens with all of his fucking. It opens up with him and his daughter doing father-daughter activities, and you know it's Alyssa Milano plays his daughter. It's like a young Alyssa Milano, so you know it's immediately like they're not father and daughter, but here they are. Oh, we are feeding this deer, and we're having such a whimsical time feeding this deer, and I'm cooking you breakfast, and you've got something on your nose, and having a great time. Can't do it. Can't do Schwarzenegger.
What I love about Arnold Schwarzenegger, though, is that he's, as you said earlier, he's honest.
He gives
Above
it his all.
all, he's honest. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
He's not honest. He did have an affair.
He's honest
His
in
performances.
He's honest in his work. He knows what he's doing, and he knows why he's known, and he just has a good time with it.
He's not going to be Stallone, where he's like, I'm going to. Although, I think it's a crime that nobody's ever tried to give Arnold Schwarzenegger an Academy Award-worthy role. You know who I think could? Quentin Tarantino.
He could, couldn't he?
I think, because Schwarzenegger's known for one-liners. Who writes great one-liners?
Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin fucking Tarantino.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Stop working with Brad Pitt. Schwarzenegger needs an Oscar, man. Come on, Tarantino. Come through for us.
If the Nazi wants to die for country, let him. Remember that?
Oblige him.
Lieutenant Aldo Rain. I love that fucking movie,
God.
right? I think that what would your ideal Tarantino Schwarzenegger movie?
He's a villain.
He's a villain.
Arnold Schwarzenegger plays some like a Kill Bill type of villain.
Okay.
Not Bill himself, but that kind of. I see him playing like an evil businessman type of guy. Who's very suave, very sophisticated, very charming, but is a bad guy. Like if you mixed Leonardo DiCaprio's character in Django with Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
If you combine those two characters, you made it Schwarzenegger, I'd enjoy that.
Fade in. Arnold Schwarzenegger is looking out a large bay window on top of a skyscraper.
Yeah.
Arms behind his back, lines of cocaine on the desk behind him.
Because it's a Tarantino movie.
Because it's a Tarantino movie, that's also in the lines. He looks outside and he says, he hums to himself a little tune that he's made up. A secretary walks in. Secretary, Mr. Schwarzenegger, I got the tax forms. Arnold Schwarzenegger turns around, looks at him dead in the eye.
Gives an eyebrow.
Yeah, winks an eyebrow, takes the tax forms, looks at him. Meanwhile, a ninja sneaks up behind the secretary and slits her throat. Arnold Schwarzenegger rips up the tax information and he says, "You've been audited." That's it. Mr. Tarantino.
That's not a Tarantino line.
That is,
No.
I can't write movies.
Damn it, Charlie. How are we supposed to write this musical together?
Oh,
That's what you bring to our Tarantino Schwarzenegger
That's
movie?
what I bring to the table. You should have looked at my resume. It's not very long.
I am a terrible employer.
Oh my God, you are. At least we came up with. Oh, I'd actually like to ask anybody who is listening and would like to comment. But would you guys hire us to be professional hype men?
Oh man.
That was $1 million idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, I propose a new business venture for Charlie and I. We are professional hype men. Do you have a business meeting you need to go to? Do you have a wedding you have to attend? Do you have something where, nobody's obligated to give a fuck about you, but you immediately want to grab all their attention? Well, hire Connor and Charlie. We're professional hype men. What's a professional hype man? Charlie asks. Charlie, ask it.
Connor, what's a professional hype man?
Wow, we are just like the DJ at a party. Except, we don't play music, we play you.
The MC at the wedding.
Except, we don't ask how everybody's doing, we announce your presence. Ladies and gentlemen of the wedding of Brad and Angelina, not Jolie. Entering the room right now. He was late to the party, but the party just started as soon as he walked in the door. Charles!
I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I come out there, you're just dancing along to it.
Immediately everybody's paying attention to you. Immediately everybody's enthralled by your entrance.
You're walking into a pasta shop.
Ladies and gentlemen, with tonight's business meeting, we bring in Carol!
We have packages. We can be a super stoked, so I can be like, yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Do you want hip-hop? Do you want punk rock? Do you want sensitive?
Do you want Let's Get Ready to Rumble? Shit, I think that's copyrighted, actually.
Bleep
that.
We get prepared to rumble.
Are you prepared to rumble?
Throw down!
Woo. See, you get the gist. The point is to make people super stoked on you, impress your date, first of all.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is giving. He is a sensitive lover.
He's the most honest son of a bitch.
And not just listens, but hears you. He understands. He's not in it for sex. He's not in it for his own pleasure. He's in it for you. And isn't that all that we really want? Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Sanzone.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. But you just play Cypress Hill.
No, that's House of Pain. Apparently we got the sensitive hype man and the rapper hype man packages, and we brought them in together.
They're all
That's
together.
unheard of. We don't normally do that.
No. Do another one, because I got another good song.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is a kind man. He is a wonderful man. He is, dare I say, a genius. And not just any old genius, but a real genius. A real baby genius. Ladies and gentlemen, Charles Sanzone.
Come on and slam, and welcome to the jam. Right?
Right.
Wouldn't that be a good one?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I think that's $1 million idea, dude.
I agree, and you totally stole my idea for next week's podcast.
Shit. Well, we need to start. We need to think about this startup, okay? Let's get a Kickstarter. Let's make a Kickstarter video. Let's all play the acoustic guitar while Caleb will play a little piano like ding, 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 ding. You're gonna come up in front of the camera. You're gonna say, "Hi, everybody." So what's the company's name?
Save it. You're taking next week's podcast and you're giving it to everybody for free.
Well, yeah. I also gotta brainstorm that nice idea too.
Now we're not following the fucking format.
Now we're not.
Charlie
following the format.
won. Connor won.
Continue on command.
No.
Yeah.
It's too late.
What? Oh, okay. I'm gonna look something up real quick. Vamp about Arnie movies because I still want to talk about Arnie.
They're awesome. They're stupid, except Total Recall, which is not stupid. They're hilarious to watch. If you have a group of friends over, they're always a huge hit. There's nothing wrong with Schwarzenegger movies. Stallone movies, boring. Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, bad. The Rock movies, he takes it too seriously. Schwarzenegger comes in, you can tell he's having fun, you can tell he's having a great time, you can tell he's giving his best, and it's always entertaining.
He's a model actor because
he's an icon.
He likes what he. You hear horror stories all the time of actors
Bruce
on
Willis
set being
clearly does
bricks.
not enjoy what he does.
Bruce Willis doesn't even watch his own movies. Admittedly, he
Bruce
said
Willis
that.
clearly never enjoys what he does.
But according to
But
you,
if you
Arnold
listen to like the
Schwarzenegger-
audio, if you listen to the commentary in a Schwarzenegger movie, he's narrating what he does and he's enjoying watching it, and it's great.
I gotta check that out later too. I gotta watch Arnold Schwarzenegger narrate himself.
Speaking of commentaries, you gotta watch the audio commentary for Batman and Robin, because Joel Schumacher spends the entire time just apologizing for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I need to look up an excerpt of that. That's hilarious. Why is he apologizing for it?
Because it's stupid!
Does he hate it?
Batman and Robin, the one with Mr. Freeze,
Yeah.
the one with bat nipples, the bad one, the really bad one.
I like the bat nipples. George Clooney, I think, is my favorite Batman.
There's no way you legitimately mean that.
I do! He fucking surfs down a fucking railing.
There's literally no way you mean that for real.
Awesome!
No.
He's so cool!
There's literally no way you mean that.
He's the coolest!
No.
He's the coolest.
When was the last
Batman.
time you watched Batman and Robin? I'm gonna call your bluff.
5 years ago.
I'm calling your bluff.
I put it on Sci-Fi any day. I'll sit there. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I guarantee you. You want to watch Batman and Robin with me?
I'll watch Batman. No, because it's long and it's terrible. Which makes it even longer. Because I recently watched it. I recently, as of like 2 or 3 weeks ago, watched it. And no, he's not good in it.
He's awesome.
No, he's not.
He's a totally sweet, debonair bro. Come on.
He might be a good Bruce Wayne, but in that movie, it doesn't even fucking matter.
Oh, dude. I don't know. We have some. We're really polarized on this whole Batman and Robin
This is a
thing.
very controversial episode. We are not. You and I are not on the same page on this episode. This is almost a hostile episode.
So I kind of want to take it back.
I think it's the Emoji Movie. It made us mad.
I kind of want to take it back to the Emoji Movie, and I'm going to say this: we live in a world where bad things are happening to people all the time.
All the time.
There's racist assholes out there attacking people for being different than them.
And then getting upset when you get upset at them for being racist.
There's
like, how dare you, freedom of speech, man.
There's people who think that the earth is flat, and that...
And they're celebrities, and they want to argue it. It's a conspiracy. Science is a conspiracy in today's world.
There's all of these horrible things that go down, and we allow something like the Emoji Movie to happen when we have movies like Cloud Atlas.
Oh, God. Although, hold on. Because Cloud Atlas, you either love it or you hate it. So, not a good example.
No, but if I feel like...
I mean, I love it.
I feel like if...
I'm on team love it.
I feel like if more movies like Cloud Atlas saturated the market, people might start getting an appreciation for them again.
But that bombed.
I know it bombed, but it bombed because... I feel it bombed because people didn't understand what they were going into. Because before I watched the movie, I thought it was about something totally fucking different than it ended up being about. And they only played all the action, cool parts in the trailers, instead of, like, the emotional, like, loving ones and whatever. They weren't honest in their ad campaign.
Well, I mean,
because they wanted people to come see it. And so then you have the bro who goes to Fast and the Furious, who saw some cool future fights, equilibrium fights in the trailer of Cloud Atlas, and he's like, yeah, this is gonna be sweet. Fucking this dude gets into some karate fights, and then you have, like, actually a touching, beautiful film.
with some very questionable makeup decisions.
Yeah.
Some heavily not okay.
Very strange. There's the whole Halle Berry yellow face.
Susan
which is
Sarandon
weird.
yellow face. Jim Sturgis yellow face.
The black face that
Hugo
they
Weaving's
did.
yellow face.
Oh my god, Hugo Weaving's yellow face was real bad.
Ugh.
And then you have, didn't someone do blackface in that too?
I know that the only Asian chick that cast in it did Mexican face.
She sure did. And,
Mostly yellow. I feel like they stayed away from blackface.
Right.
But they did lots of yellow face.
They sure did.
They had no
They're
qualms about doing
Pretty
yellow
sure
face.
that it's racist that we're calling it yellow face. They're not
That's what-
yellow.
Okay, blackface.
Asia face.
No, we're not approving it.
I'm not approving it. But
It's
there
like a
has to be a
hard-
better term.
That's the term.
I've dropped a hard Asian.
No, I'm just.
Oh, so movies like Cloud Atlas.
If we were
What about-
if we were saying yellow face and we didn't have a problem with it, that would be bad.
What's your favorite part about Cloud Atlas?
All of it.
I love all of it, but my favorite scene. I have two top favorite
I
scenes
really
in
like
it.
the scene where Tom Hanks talks to, where it's right before like when he's in the 70s. Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
Yeah.
Before he blows up, where he talks about like the concept of a
Yeah.
soulmate.
Oh my god.
I really like that part.
He's smoking weed with Halle Berry.
And he's like, I feel like
Oh,
I've
it's
known.
awesome.
I feel like I know you.
Oh my god, that one's so touching. That movie makes me cry every goddamn time.
I love Cloud Atlas.
But my two favorite scenes in it of all time all happen in the old man storyline.
Fucking Hugh Grant as
Hugh-
Cannibal.
Dude, that's
That's the true
Oh.
true.
is the book guy. What's his name? The old man.
Oh man. Jim Broadbent. Yeah.
Jim Broadbent. My favorite scene is when he escapes with the other old guys. That's so heartwarming.
Oh, it's fun.
It's almost super Wes Anderson of them, because I could see that happening in a Wes Anderson movie. And my second favorite scene is when Tom Hanks throws a fool out the fucking window and he goes, "How's that for an ending?"
See,
that's fat and inane?"
I don't like that one anymore because the guy I will not give the pleasure of naming. That was
Oh shit.
that was he always quoted that, like anytime we tried to talk about how good Cloud Atlas was, he'd always go to that stupid fucking line.
The line? Oh, I love the line. How's
It's-
that
it's-
for an ending that's
I
flat and
like
inane
it,
beyond
but
belief?
it's kind of like, we talk about Game of Thrones, and he always goes to that one line the Hound says.
So that's a good point. So I think I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
you know exactly
And
what I'm talking about.
it's a pet peeve of mine.
And it's the last
When
time
you're-
I will not ever bring this person's existence up in this podcast again. Unless it comes up.
Yeah, my thing is that, my pet peeve is that, know obscure things if you would like. Know them. I approve of that. I know obscure things, you know obscure things. They're fun facts. But when your entire knowledge of cinema is IMDb,
or centered
is-
around one violent scene
yeah,
with
one scene, one
one-liner.
line. Exactly. When that's all you're just a boring person. I can't talk to those
You're
people.
compensating for something.
I'm just like, yeah, I get it. Like in high school, I used to know a whole bunch of people.
Like, you and I are sitting here trying to talk about the artistic score, and again, everybody has a preference.
Yeah.
But when we're obviously trying to talk about something and it goes, well, the only scene I liked was the scene where he threw the guy out the window and then he said the line.
And the first time it's not annoying when he says that. Each consecutive each consecutive time he gets more annoying saying it. Because it's always that. Cloud Atlas this. He says, I like that scene. I hate it when people are just recordings of themselves. Like in high school, a new episode of Family Guy would come out, and then the next fucking week, all anybody can reply to a joke that you make is a quote from the episode of Family Guy. And it's like, yep, that happened.
We tried to film a skit,
Mhm.
and somebody's idea, and it was improv, which was probably a mistake.
Mhm.
But this guy's ideas were just quoting was other show quotes. That's what he would do. That was his bring to in the comedy.
That's his thing.
Was
I'm
quoting
sorry.
other things.
That was in high school?
That was like right out of high school.
That's the worst, dude. Well, okay, so you have to...
No format. No
That-
format at all.
that-
Connor 2, Charlie 0.
No, what? No, fuck you.
I'm taking your point away.
No, my point. I'm retaining my point. Who's editing the film?
Fine, Connor 2, Charlie 0.
Connor 2, Charlie 1. We followed the format. We're just at the end. We followed the format up until hour 5. 1 hour 5, which means technically we followed the format the whole time.
We have not.
Yes.
Look at this format.
What else? Okay, yeah. Read that. But why did you format it like this? This is a silly. We did this one. We pitched a Schwarzenegger film for sure.
We barely. It was.
No, I pitched it.
Mommy and Daddy, Connor and Charlie are fighting on the podcast.
I pitched it. You pitched me your Schwarzenegger movie. Your Tarantino
All right.
Schwarzenegger.
Well, it's not gonna be a Tarantino.
Okay.
Schwarzenegger is an old man living in an old folks' home. But the thing is, once an old person leaves, they never come back. Schwarzenegger has to find out what the hell is going on. This summer, old people problems. I hurt my back.
This summer. No, I can't come up with any good old people puns. Okay, check this out. I'm gonna
More like arthritis.
let's run a test here.
Okay.
Let's go Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm just
Some Schwarzenegger Mad Libs.
yeah. Arnold Schwarzenegger, what genre do you want?
Sci-fi.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, sci-fi, what setting do you want?
Old-time Civil War.
Okay, and now let's take turns. Should I go first?
Yes.
I'll go first. Okay, Arnold Schwarzenegger is living in the Bible Belt circa late 19th century during the Civil War. He's a simple farmer.
I can see it.
He's farming. Him and his family, they live so far away from civilization, they don't even know there's a war going on right now. It just started. It was the breakout of the Civil War. And one day he's out farming. He's in his overalls. He wipes the dirt and sweat off
He's
of his
only
forehead.
wearing the overalls.
His daughter comes up to him and gives him a big ol' hug.
Played by Alyssa Milano.
Gives him a big ol' hug. And now you take it.
Okay. Suddenly,
Mhm.
his former general shows up.
Oh.
He says, Max, strongman,
Yeah!
we need your help.
Mhm.
The Confederates, they left the Union. They can't leave the Union. Well, they did. Those bastards. They want to own people. You can't own a person. They want to, though. Not on my watch. The watch hasn't been invented yet.
Okay.
Because he just no-sells the timeline he's in.
He says, he goes back into the house with his daughter. They're over dinner, and who's his wife?
His wife is Hayden Panettiere.
I love Hayden Panettiere. I played Until Dawn recently, and that's a fucking sweet game. She's in it. Okay, so he goes. It's over dinner, and he takes it. Arnold Schwarzenegger takes it. Max Strongman. We have
Max
to refer to
Strongman.
them as Max Strong. Max takes a heavy sigh, and he says,
"What's wrong, dear?"
"Honey,
The
I
Confederates.
think the Confederates, they separated from the Union. I think I might have to go to war." And she says, "Max, you have a daughter now. You can't be a
No.
soldier. You can't just sell yourself to the army like you used to." And he says, "But I must. But I must save the Union. I can't abolish slavery." He has this whole thing, this whole monologue about it. He leaves. The argument settles down, but just before dawn, while the whole family's asleep, he sorrowfully gets up and collects his things, his little rucksack, and he leaves just before dawn. And
he looks to his wife and daughter and says, "I'll be back."
he says that for
gotta
sure.
say it.
He's got to say it. And he starts walking down a dusty road towards the Union camp.
Okay.
When
He is suddenly attacked by rebels from the Confederacy, posing as Union members. They say, "Either join our cause or die." And he says, "I thought of a third option." And they go, "What's that?" "You die." And then he just snaps all their necks.
Oh shit! In a row?
In a row! They're so dumbfounded that he found a third option, they can't even react as he's just going...
He does a sweet, like, John Woo fucking, wire spin and snaps all their necks
He
consecutively.
grabs one of them and impales them on their own bayonet.
Oh.
Just takes their head and goes... And he goes... "Janie's got the gun."
Or that's a placeholder, or they were eating and he says, "Stick a fork in him, he's done." Anyway.
Do you get my point?
That's it. That's the one. Okay. So he fights off the Confederates, and then
He goes to Union Camp. His general, played by Willem Dafoe, comes in and goes, "Schwarzenegger. This is my Willem Dafoe."
Well, that's a good Willem Dafoe. It's pretty accurate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
"Strong man, it's good to have you back on the force." And he goes, "You son of a bitch." And then they grab hands.
Yeah.
They do the whole thing.
You son of a bitch, like that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I like that.
"So, what do we got?" And then he says, "Well, we're gonna take Virginia." "Take Virginia? But I hardly knew her."
Yes.
They have a laugh.
I like
it's
it.
great. And then the Confederates attack their camp again.
Oh.
Cannons are firing. The Confederate soldiers are storming the camp. Schwarzenegger takes them out all one by one with a bamboo stick. Where did he get the bamboo stick? It doesn't matter. He brought it from home. He just starts stabbing them all and goes, "You looks like you have a bamboo boo."
Oh my god.
At this point, he's just making them up as he goes. The director's like, "I think he thinks this is really happening." And you have just this big Austrian man fighting for the Union soldiers, impaling people and making puns all the way.
He looks
"I'll
at
stick to your side." Stab.
he looks at the bamboo and he
"I'm in the legislative branch." Stab.
he that one's good. I like
He's
that
just
one.
making it up, and the director's like, "I don't want to yell cut, because what we're getting is
Gold.
gold, I
Oh
think."
my god. He looks at the stick of bamboo. He has a quick fade.
He has
dream-
like 6 Confederate soldiers all just shish kebabbed into his bamboo stick, and it just plants it and goes, "I made a totem pole."
After the battle, they're cleaning up the bodies, and the Colonel Willem Dafoe comes up to him. And he's like, "Good goddamn work, good goddamn work,
"You
Max.
son of a bitch."
You son of a bitch!" They do that again. They do that again. He pours Max a shot of whiskey. They take it, and then they cut to next day. They leave for Virginia. They all on the trail. He hears a voice from behind. Max, who is it but Hayden Panettiere and their
Followed.
daughter followed him. And they're now on the warpath with Max.
And they're dressed as Union soldiers too. They want to fight too.
They do want to fight. And they all start convening. Opening of second act is all the Union Army soldiers convening onto Virginia. There's thousands of them. There's thousands of fucking guys. And is Gettysburg in Virginia?
It doesn't matter. This
Whatever.
is not a historically accurate movie anyway.
If it's not, Gettysburg is in Virginia
And
for
then-
the movie.
Hayden Panettiere, because this is a sci-fi film,
Oh shit! Right.
takes her fucking face off. She's been an alien the entire time.
And then she says, I know how we can take Virginia. And she starts handing out ray guns to all the Union soldiers.
Title of the film: Steam Punch.
God damn it, if that isn't the best movie I've ever heard of in my fucking life.
Box office bomb.
Box office.
Right up. It has it all over it.
I dare you. I bet you we could sell the pitch to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, because he's old now. He wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, he so would. As a last hurrah.
As he's bleeding out and dying, he looks into the camera and goes, I won't be back.
Hayden Panettiere, her alien jowls.
Willem Dafoe goes, they had to fuck up Tom Berenger to make him the bad guy in Platoon.
He was the best son of a bitch I've ever seen in my life. He does this to a random Union soldier. Thank you, everybody. That was, for the Cruelty Free Podcast, I'm Charlie.
I'm Connor.
And, see you guys next week.